Hey guys, and today I'm going to show you another wonderful craft, and of course it deals with sparkles because I love things that sparkle. And if you want to know what I'm actually doing, I am doing an organization decoration basket, and I'm just going to show you. And if you can't really see it, there's actually some puffy paint on the edges. I got puffy paint on me. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyways, it's a really simple craft to do. And while I'm fixing my wonderful puffy paint, you can start gathering supplies. Okay, so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a basket. You're gonna need some paper. I got my paper from Walgreens. The Astro Brights collection was like the only colored printer paper they had there. But if your Walgreens has more, good for you. So basically how I came up with this is I was organizing my dresser and whatnot. And what had happened is I got really tired of looking at these plain old Jane baskets, and I was like, this is not going to cut it with me. So I wanted to jazz them up. Now, I got my baskets from the Dollar General like maybe 5 years ago. I don't know. But, also what you might need is some tape or glue or anything that makes things stick together. I am using duct tape. And also, if you're wondering what this is, it's just a cutting board, or if you have a Cricut, it's that little mat that slides in. And I'll tell you what a Cricut is a little bit later. Also, a Cricut is what got me my letters. So what I did is I took me a piece of paper and I stuck it in the bottom. So when I fold clothes and there's no clothes in my wonderful basket, then I know which color it is. Orange. Okay, so then I took a piece of paper and I cut it. Well, I measured twice, because you always measure twice and then cut up to the handle so that way I can still hold on to them just like this. Nothing different. And then I just stuck it on there with some wonderful duct tape. Then I went to my Cricut machine, and my Cricut machine is basically a machine that doesn't make crickets, and it doesn't prepare foods with crickets in it. So it has nothing to do with the kitchen or any kind of bug. And actually, you don't even spell it the way that you spell cricket. You spell it crick, and then you spell cut, because it cuts things for you on this wonderful cutting sheet. It actually comes really in handy when you come down to school and supplies and stuff. So actually, I'm just finishing up my lettering, and if you do not have a Cricut, you can always improvise and use stickers. You can make your own letters, or you could doodle on this wonderful piece of paper. Feel free. So this is actually duct tape, believe it or not, that I cut this out on. So actually what I'm doing right this minute is I'm just going to finish up my lettering. But you really don't need, well, you don't really have to use a basket. You can use anything that you can imagine, like from containers to chairs to anything you want to label. Unless you have a label maker, I would suggest that more than this. Which actually I do have a label maker, but this was just more fun. Okay. Well then. Alright. So if you're going to use a box, and like you didn't go and buy the box, you just kind of like used it, and like you were going to get rid of it, but you didn't, then that's okay. But if you didn't buy the box and you didn't, like it didn't belong to you, I suggest that you air it out, because sometimes when you go dumpster diving, things that you find might not smell that good. So I suggest airing them out for a couple days, and then you can probably spray paint them or decorate them any way you want, besides leaving them, you know, with plain Jane cardboard box. And like if you have the wicker baskets, you could probably paint those too. It depends on the material they are. And I'm just finishing up my last 2 letters right here. So, shouldn't be long. And then I shall do puffy paint. I love me some puffy paint. Puffy paint is like, it would like not get me to where I am right now. Puffy paint is amazing. This actually isn't puffy paint, it's fabric paint, but I call it puffy paint because it's paint and it's puffy. But it has sparkles, even better. And actually you can get puffy paint where the tie-dye stuff is in Walmart. So if you were wondering where you get this, it's Walmart. It's like nowhere special. That's where you get puffy paint from, or paint pens, or tie-dye stuff, or whatever you want to do that deals with ink, pretty much. And you can't see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is I'm creating little dots on my letters. So it's nothing fancy that I'm doing. So I'm not like a superstar with puffy paint, believe me. And by the way, if you don't really use puffy paint a lot for projects, when you're done, don't go like blow on it like all over the place to try to get it to dry as fast as you can, because it's most likely gonna end up going all over the place, all over your paper or fabric or whatever you're doing this on. So I don't suggest doing that, because I did that quite a few times. Didn't turn out how I want. No, it did not. Almost done. I really suggest getting some puffy paint though, because puffy paint goes like, it like does wonders for you. It makes things look so much better. Oh, it just does. Okay, now I'm going to do a little design on mine, and I normally do hearts because I use hearts like all the time. Like when I do my signature on a piece of paper, I don't know why, it just kind of happened. And I kind of have like an obsession with doing this. So like if you could never pronounce my name, there's probably a heart by it, you know it's my name. Yeah. People always make fun of me too, because I do it. But you know, worst part about this, gets everywhere. And when you fill the shapes in with puffy paint, you're going to do it as zigzag. And the hardest part is trying to get an even amount of puffy paint when you squirt it, and you're just going to squirt it just a tidbit. You're not gonna like squeeze it all over the place because then you end up with like this gigantic ball on your piece of paper. I suggest that you have like a little test paper and squeeze it out on it and test the pressuring. Because it depends on how much is in your bottle, really. I mean, but like when it doesn't come out, like when you squeeze it and it don't come out, the most important thing is not to like go crazy and keep squeezing it. Because it's going to come out, trust me. And it's going to explode all over you. But if it doesn't come out, you're probably out of puffy paint. Or you probably left it open and it dried out. I'm sorry. But if you have lost your caps and you just kind of have nothing else to put over it, use some duct tape. So fancy. Here's my finished product. School pants and shorts. With a little heart. Of course. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll have more craft tutorials out soon. Don't forget to subscribe right down there and like this video if you think it was very neat and cool idea. You can comment below, and if you have a craft tutorial for me to do or explain to you, or you just like messed up some weird and crazy way, I will try to figure it out. But the only thing that I cannot do right this second is clay tutorials and resin tutorials. One, I have to have my parents to do resin, and two, I don't have clay yet. But the ironic thing is, I know how to do all kinds of clay things. I just don't have clay. But anyways, if you want ideas on how to decorate your box, you can paint it. You can get stencils, probably at Michael's or your local craft store. And always check the Dollar Tree. Always. Dollar Tree is like the way to go. It has like everything that you can imagine in it for $1. It's like my favorite place, dude. Also, if you want cool fabric ideas, check out Goodwill. Goodwill, like, you can find really good fabrics in there, like from old clothes and everything. You can also find really cool books too if you're a bookworm. I'm not really a bookworm, but I have a couple friends that are. So anyways, I got some work to do. So bye.